our top 10 tips for CV writing to help you get shortlisted in the job application process. Tip number 1, tailor your CV. Tailoring is not just for cover letters. Each CV needs to be tailored to the job requirements and the organisation that you're applying to. Focus on tailoring your profile and your experience statements. Remember, experience includes both paid and unpaid roles. To do this, try to match your own skills, experience and knowledge to the role requirements. The more tailored your CV is to the role, the more it will stand out. If you don't have a job description with role requirements, all the mentioned requirements are very brief. Look at similar advertised roles, or look at relevant job profiles on Prospects UK for skills listings. Tip number 2, have a clear layout. Keep the length of your CV to 2 pages maximum. The few seconds an employer spends scanning your CV means it has to be a quick and easy read. The employer doesn't have time to search for key information or read a lengthy CV. Generally, CVs can be a maximum of 2 pages long. Academic CVs may be longer, and some employers request 1 page only. Be sure to follow any stated requirements. This is an example of a 2-page chronological graduate CV demonstrating strong formatting and a typical length. A majority of students will use this type of CV, and most graduate employers expect to see this style. Notice in this example the effective usage of headings and white space to make it an easy read. Consider font style and font size. Keep it simple. Calibri or Arial are good choices. Use a large font for your name at the top of the CV. 12-point for headings and 11-point for text work well. Don't go below a 10-point font. Be consistent with your formatting all the way through. This includes consistent usage of white space, bold, bullet points, and formatting of dates, titles, and organisational names. This attention to detail makes the CV look impressive and clear to read. Write your experience sections in brief bullet points. Never use bulky paragraphs of text in a CV. See our CV and cover letter booklet for a full, readable example of this CV. Tip number 3, make effective usage of your headings. Pick headings that work best for you based on the experience and skills you are including. There is no set rule for headings. The choice is yours. For example, if you have relevant work experience, you may want to separate your experience sections into relevant experience and other experience. Some sectors such as law like this approach. Remember, relevant experience includes both paid and unpaid positions. You might want to have a separate extracurricular activities or volunteering heading. Ultimately, you're aiming for clear and logical CV sections with good flow. Here are some example headings you might choose. Tip number 4, include contact details. Your current contact details must be provided so an employer can easily contact you. Include name, mobile number, and professional email address. You can also add your LinkedIn profile. Make sure it's complete and ready to be seen by employers if you include the link. Edit your URL using the Profile Edit function to remove end digits and keep it short, as shown here. The Careers and Employability team offer support with LinkedIn profile writing. Include your personal website or blog links if relevant. For example, a graphic design student may have a website showcasing their portfolio of work. We recommend that you do not include your date of birth, nationality, gender, or a picture. These are not required on a UK CV. Tip number 5, write a strong profile. A personal profile sits on top of the CV, so it's the first thing the employer reads. Impress them with a tailored profile to get the CV off to a good start. This should be a snapshot of who you are, what you have to offer, and what you're looking for. Keep language concise and write in the third person. Use keywords and active verbs for impact and keep the length to 4 to 6 lines. Never submit your CV with a generic profile. Instead, make it clear the CV has been written for this individual employer by tailoring skills and experience to the role or programme. Tip number 6. Include relevant detail in your education section. Many job applicants will have studied the same course as you, or a similar one, so don't sell yourself short by simply naming your degree course. Instead, give the employer some interesting and relevant details about your studies. This might include a few bullet points about relevant modules, a project, a dissertation, or a study abroad program. Focus on the skills and knowledge you've gained. Refer to the course handbook for guidance. Don't forget to include good grades. These can be both achieved and predicted grades. Use reverse chronological order, starting with your current course and working backwards. Include start and finish dates for all entries. State the full degree title. If you're unsure what the exact course title is, check your course handbook and, as it's a title, remember to capitalise it. For Level 3 qualifications, such as A-levels and BTECs, list the subjects and grades. For GCSEs, only a summary is needed. Tip number 7. Write impactful experience sections. Like all other sections, make your experience sections an easy and impactful read. Use reverse chronological order, with the most recent roles listed first. Write bullet point statements starting with active verbs, such as delivered, supported, and led. Keep language concise and in the third person. Try to include keywords from the job advert in your statements. Statements shouldn't be a list of job duties. Instead, they should be selected experiences demonstrating relevant skills, attributes, and knowledge. Include results from your activities where possible. For example, a 90% customer satisfaction score. Remember, employers value all experience, including startup, volunteering, and extracurricular. Non-relevant roles, such as working in a cafe, are great for demonstrating transferable skills, such as communication and organisation. Don't forget your Lincoln Award experience. The Lincoln Award is a great opportunity to evidence skill development through various activities and reflection. You can find more information about the award on the Careers and Employability website. Tip number 8. Include practical and technical skills in a skills section. This section might be called key skills or technical skills. Decide what skills to include by looking at the role requirements. Some people include a skills section with transferable skills such as communication, teamwork, and time management. However, if you have experience, we recommend evidencing your transferable skills in your experience statements where they have context. A skills section including transferable skills may be necessary if you have no experience or want to highlight a few key skills for a part-time job. Tip number 9. Highlight any additional relevant activities. Example in sections may include professional development, industry memberships, and interests. An interest section should add value to your CV, so include details such as skills developed and accomplishments. For the references section, it's advised to state references available upon request. Tip number 10. Demonstrate strong language skills. Employers don't have the time to read wordy CVs. Write clearly and concisely so your CV can be understood by all who read it. This may be an ATS, a human resources officer, or a department manager. Which verbs sound more impactful to you? Designed or made, collaborated with, or helped? Use strong verbs for added impact. Grammar and spelling errors can ruin your chances of getting shortlisted. ATSs pick up errors and employers see them as evidence of poor communication skills and attention to detail. Proofread your CV and have someone you know look over it for any errors. If you would like further support with your CV, please do visit our website www.uolcareers.co.uk, where you can access our CV resources or contact us at careers@lincoln.ac.uk.